So welcome to HIIT with Becky. We've got a 25-minute EMOM today. So 25 minutes, you start a new exercise on the minute and you must complete all the reps within the minute before you start the next exercise. We've got burpees for 10, 15 or 20 reps. We've got reverse lunges for 10, 12 or 15 reps. We've got a banded thruster for 15, 20 or 30 reps. We've got high knees for 60, 80 or 100 reps if you dare. And we've got V-sits for 12, 15 or 20 reps, double leg or single leg. Right, we're off with the burpees. So, as many as you can get in, up towards that 15, okay, within this minute, but you've got to allow for some recovery time. Now, I did this for chest all the way to the ground. You don't actually need to go chest all the way to the ground if you physically can't. Either go chest to the ground and snake your way up, do a full push-up to get up, or don't worry about going chest to the ground, okay? Because you want to get the reps in within the minute and have some recovery time. I chose 15 reps on this one and it was touch and go by the end, as you'll probably see in the videos. So we've got 25 seconds left of this minute. Okay, slowing down myself, there we go. I made it. 17 seconds to go. Don't worry if you're still going, that's fine. You just might want to reduce the reps on the next few rounds so you give yourself at least 15 seconds recovery. That's the way I like it anyway. And 6 seconds to go. So 3, 2, 1, and off we go into the reverse lunges, okay? I did 12 per side here, okay? Go for a number that you know you can make it through. If you've got weights and you want to add some weights and do fewer reps, you can do that. I just did it body weight because I know a lot of people don't have weights at home. I wanted to replicate that. So make sure you're leaning forwards over your front leg here and the front knee goes over the front toe. Okay, and get that back knee as close to the ground as you can. I've gone for 12 per side. Okay, so that's 24 in total. It's a lot of reps, but you'll get them in the minute. And if you don't, fewer reps next time. So we've got 21 seconds left. Enjoy this time and have a breather. That's if you're finished, of course. And we've got 12 seconds. Getting ready for your banded thruster. So if you're recovering now, put your feet under the band, pick your band up, get yourself ready for this one. It's a thruster, so we're doing a full squat. Okay, off we go. So full squat. Mine sometimes are a bit shy of a full squat, I will admit that. And then you're just pressing the band all the way above your head with straight arms. If you can't get your arms straight, I suggest going with a thinner band, okay? If you don't have a band, just normal squats. If you've got weights, just do a weighted squat. So squatting all the way down, pressing all the way up. I went for 20 reps here, and I now know why everyone was complaining so much during the online sessions, as it was horrible. I chose the medium black band, but you can go for the thinner red band or the super thick purple band if you're crazy and quite short. So 20 seconds to go. Don't worry if you're not finished yet. If you are finished, enjoy the breather, because things are going to start getting hard. So we've got 9 seconds to go. Okay, and high knees coming up, and go. So opposite arm up to opposite leg. Basically just run on the spot. Don't overthink it. Get your knees up high. Okay. If you don't like this one, you could do mountain climbers instead. That's fine. Or squat thrusts. I went for 80 here, which was fine on the first round, but it starts to get tough. So if you go for 100, rather you than me, pretty much. So the full 80, and you do get it done quite fast. But if you go fast enough, it is pretty exhausting, and we want speed here, okay? 28 seconds left. If you want to take it right to the end of the minute, then you can go for the full 100, or even 60 or 80 might take you right to the end of the minute, and that's fine too. So we've got 15 seconds remaining. 10 seconds remaining. Get on the floor for this one. You've got your V-sits. You could do these single leg if you struggle double leg, that's fine, just split the reps in half. So 12, 15 or 20. I went for 15, which I found plenty for me, but if you want to go crazy, go for the 20. Okay, you want to take both arms up and both legs up, meeting in the middle. Make sure your torso is actually lifting off the ground here. That is the aim. It's a V sit up, so you must sit up. If this is too much of a struggle with double leg, you can't lift your torso, go single leg, that's fine. Use your other arm, your opposite arm, as an anchor to push into the ground. That'll help you lift your torso, okay? Don't worry if you really still can't lift your torso off the ground. You'll get there. You only get there by practicing. So that is 20 reps, 20 seconds to go. 20 seconds to go. And that's the first round done. And if you haven't clocked on, it is 5 rounds, hence the 25 minutes. So 9 seconds, and then we'll start your next round. Okay, so we've got burpees coming up again. And off we go. 15 again for me here. And this is where I started to really think maybe 15 was too much. But I made it, so, you know. That's fine. Gotta just take it right to the line here. So chest all the way to the ground if you can handle it. If you did that in the last round and it was too hard, don't go chest all the way to the ground. And if you didn't do chest all the way to the ground in the last round, but you think, I'm warmed up now, I'll give it a go, then go for it. You don't have to do a full push-up to get up. Just snake your way up. Use your legs to get up. Just crawl your way back up to the top. Just give it a go. Challenge yourself. We've got 24 seconds left here. 15 seconds left. There we go. I made it with 15 seconds, just the way I like it. A little bit of a break. But don't worry if you have to go right to the line. Nothing bad's going to happen. Just going to use up some of the time for the next round. We've got reverse lunges. So I went for 12 per side here. Again, like I said, if it was a bit easy on the last round and you've got some weights or tins of baked beans or water bottles or a child that you can put on your back, then do and challenge yourself. So front knee going over the front toe, leaning into your front leg. We've got 28 seconds left here. 23 seconds left. I like that one because I found I always made it in plenty of time, which is quite nice. So plenty of time to set up the band for the next round if you're finished. If you're not finished, don't worry. Go through the line if you need to. You don't need to have the break. Well, you might need to have the break. And if you do feel you need to have a break, then have a break. So here we go, off we go with the thrusters, getting nice depth on your squats. Hopefully you're more warmed up now so you can get that full depth. If you're really struggling, then it might be an idea to put something underneath your heels, a wedge under your heels, just so you can get a little bit more depth in this. It's not a push press, okay? We're not just doing a shallow squat down, it's a full squat and a full press over your head. 20 reps for me here, but you could go for the 15 reps or 10 reps, or I think even 30 we've suggested, which for me was a definite no-go with this band. 25 seconds left. Okay, that's that one done. Made it with 20 seconds spare. Don't worry if you're still going. 12 seconds left. Right, 4 seconds. It's the high knees again. It's quite a speedy one, but it should get your heart rate up even more than it already is. Off we go. Nice and high with the knees. Opposite arm coming up to whichever leg is coming up. Nice relaxed hands. Try not to tense your shoulders. Okay, light on your feet. Okay, don't worry if you're not a born runner and this feels so unnatural for you. Hopefully you're in your living room and no one can see you anyway, so that's fine. Okay, 38 seconds to go. I went for 80 reps here, and there we go. I made it in quite quick time. That's how I like it. You might want to go for 100, but I found I was insanely puffed because I was going quite fast. So, all depends on what speed you go for. $18 seconds to go. If you're done, you can sit yourself on the floor ready for your V-sits. If you're not done, don't worry. Just take your time, take some pauses. 8 seconds to go. 15 V-sits for me. You could go for the 12 or the 20 or 6 per side if you're really struggling with this, and do a single arm, single leg. Okay. The hardest bit of this is actually balancing. balancing kind of on your lower back, hips, bum, coccyx area, and that's quite tricky to get that rhythm. Okay, so don't worry if you're struggling with that. Practice will get you there. 40 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go. If you're done, well done. Have a little breather. If you're still going, don't worry. Take it in chunks. Chunks of 5 reps or 4 reps or whatever works for you. 13 seconds. I would like to point out that it looks like I'm not that tired, but I actually really struggled on this workout. Do realise the video doesn't portray that. So in 2, 1, and go. So burpees, we are on to round 3. Again, chest to the ground if you can manage it. Don't worry if you can't, don't worry if you were before but you can't anymore. Just lose the chest to the ground. It's just hands to the ground, feet out and jump them back in, and then jump straight back up again, and don't do the push-up section. Okay, but if you can still do it, don't worry if it's getting really slow. Again, that's fine. Mine got a lot slower. That is fine. It's just going to take longer so you have less time to recover. 30 seconds remaining. Okay, 19 seconds remaining. Okay, made it in a decent amount of time there. And 9 seconds. Don't worry if you're still going. Squeeze the last few out. Maybe stop going all the way to your chest if you're not quite making it all the way through. And we're off with the reverse lunges. Okay, so 12 per side for me. Lean over the front leg is going to help you get more length in the glutes. It's going to help you work the glute and the hamstrings more. You will feel your quads, the front of your thighs. That's normal. But we're also trying to work the glutes and the hamstrings. Okay, so the back of your body, the back of your legs. So really leaning into this is going to help, and pushing the front knee over the front toe. If you're holding weights, you want those weights to be in line with the front foot. I find, I find that is going to really help you to get more length in the hamstrings and the glutes as well. Don't worry if you don't have weights though. It's absolutely fine to not use weights or even hold on to something on the side. Okay, you've got 16 seconds left. If you're done, you can start getting your band ready under your feet. 2, 1, and go. Okay, I was a bit late to start that one. Lost track of time. Doesn't help me out because I start getting slower and slower on this one. So don't worry if you're in the same boat and this one's getting slower and slower. You're going to start to notice that I actually start to take breaks here after the first 10 reps, then after 5, and then I'll do another 5 because it really started to kill me, this one. That is fine if you're in that boat. We want you to be in that position, okay? 33 seconds left, okay? This is where it starts to get really close to the wire for me. 25 seconds. Oh, maybe it wasn't that close with it. Made it in 15 seconds. Hopefully you've made it by now, and if you haven't made it, don't worry, that's fine. 8 seconds left. Get ready for some high knees. 60, 80, or 100. Maybe we're off. If you want to challenge yourself and go for the full 100 now you know what you're doing, go for it. If the 100's been too hard and you want to drop down to 80 or 60, go for it. Make sure you're challenging yourself, okay? So 43 seconds left. Five seconds left. Personally, the hardest bit for me here was keeping count. So sorry if my constant talking is not helping that. So 20 seconds left. Seconds. If you're done, sit yourself on the floor, get ready for your V-sits. This will be the end of round 3, which means just 2 rounds to go once you've done this. If you've made it through 3 rounds, you can definitely do 2 more. And off we go. V-sits, however you've been doing them, single arm, single leg, double foot, double leg, double arm. Okay, just make sure you're lifting the torso, okay? Lifting the torso all the way up. Okay, getting some nice height, getting good rhythm. Don't worry if you need to take a little pause, lay on the floor, catch your breath, and then do a few more. It can be really hard to do core exercises while you're really puffed. So remember, you've got the whole minute to do it. You don't need to necessarily rush through it. Take your time, use the whole minute if you need to. Okay, 16 seconds left. And 6 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Burpees. We're off. Penultimate round. Okay. Don't worry if even the first rep feels horrific and you wonder if you're really going to even make it through the minute. If you don't make it, it's not the end of the world. Just do whatever you can do. Okay? Nice and speedy on that jump up as well. Don't shy on the jump. Okay? Make sure you're getting a full jump. And if you still can, chest all the way to the ground. Often I find it feels worse than it actually is. You feel like you're going at an absolute snail's pace, but you're only going at a marginal snail's pace. No, that's how it felt for me. Okay, 19 seconds left. Don't worry if you feel like you've got loads left still. Just do whatever you can. Go right to the end of the minute if you need to. You should have time with the lunges to catch your breath, because they don't take as long. 3, 2, 1, and we're off with the lunges. Okay, 12 per side. I know there was one round here where I seemed to think it was 10 per side and I stopped at 20. Might be this round, then I remembered. Thankfully. Thank God for those last 4 reps. So lean over your toe, don't lose that bit. If you've been using weights, it's just becoming too hard and you're getting too slow with it, drop down the weights or just drop them completely. Okay, don't worry if you're feeling very puffed here as well. I definitely was. It might not look it. And there I was, forgetting that I had 4 more reps to do. Okay, 16 seconds left then, guys. Catch your breath if you've finished your reps. Get ready for your banded thrusters, I believe it is, which I only just remember last minute here. There we go, bit of a panic. And we're off. Full squat all the way down. Full push up. And this is where I really thought I wasn't going to make the full 20. Don't worry if you're feeling like that as well. And if you've been doing 30, then well done you. There is obviously the option to go for a thinner band and find the band that suits you for the amount of reps you can do. Okay, there's loads of options of bands. Either reduce the reps so you can stay within the minute, or reduce the band size if you're really struggling. If you have an array of bands, that is. And there I am really struggling, taking a few pauses. 20 seconds to go. Ten seconds to go. Well done if you've made it. Take your breather and get ready for these high knees. Don't let them get too slow now, okay? It can be hard when you're tired, but keep your speed. The quicker you get them done, the more recovery you have. That's the way I like to think of it. Okay, super high with your knees, fast on your feet, light with your feet, relax with your shoulders. 40 seconds left. Okay. Take your breather, catch your breath. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose, slow your breathing. Try not to hyperventilate, try not to breathe too fast. Okay, and we're going to be getting into the V6, which means we're almost through round 4, which means we're almost on the last round. Okay, 12 seconds then. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. V6 then. double footed if you still can, lifting your torso completely off the ground. Okay, if you're struggling with this and you really can't even do single arm, single leg V-sit, you can just do a normal crunch, that's fine. Or a normal sit-up, just hook your feet under your sofa or something and do some normal sit-ups. I find I end up shuffling backwards when I do sit-ups. Okay, so you've still got 25 seconds left. Take your breather, and then we're into the last round, or the ultimate round, I like to call it. Almost there. This is it. 5 minutes and you're done. So 10 seconds to go. Okay, final round in 2, 1, and go. 10, 15, or 20 burpees, whatever you can manage, okay? Don't worry if you can't quite get to the number you started at. That's the point of this. You should be feeling very tired, very puffed. You shouldn't be fully recovered by the time you start each exercise. Particularly not these. My arms were like jelly. Okay, 40 seconds left. The way I like to think of it is once I've got to 8, I know I can make it to the 15. Just got to get past that number 8. It's just all about breaking it up into chunks. You've got 24 seconds left. You can get through this, and it doesn't matter if you get right to the line, because it's the last round. You can make yourself as tired as you possibly can here, okay? 12 seconds left. I can guarantee you I was feeling very tired at this point. 6 seconds. 2, 1, and go. It's your reverse lunges. 12 per side for me. Leaning over the front knee. Your legs should be feeling kind of like jelly now as well, particularly from these and the thrusters. Okay, 37 seconds left. It's the last round, so if you want to just chuck in a little bit of weight here now, then you may as well, because you've got nothing left after you've done this. Make yourself as tired as possible here. 20 seconds left. Okay, right, I was pretty sharpish with picking up the band there. If you're done with all of them, you can pick up your band and get ready to get going. This is the one I dreaded, really dreaded this one. So if you're dreading it too, I'm with you there. So, off we go. Remember, it's the last round, so it doesn't matter if you're really struggling. Take a pause every 5 reps, every 3 reps. Just get through what you can, okay? Try and stick to the number that you've been sticking to for the whole of the session though, okay? Even if you have to go right up to the line, to the end of the minute. 35 seconds to go. I was really, really struggling here. Don't worry if you're not able to lock out your arms anymore and get all the way to the top. That happens. Take a quick pause and a breather, catch your breath, and then go again. Get the full depth on your squat though. Don't skimp on that, okay? It's easy to start doing that as you get tired, but don't. That's still part of the movement. 9 seconds to go. And in 4, 3, 2, 1. High knees. Okay, we are so close to the end now, so get the knees really, really high, light on your feet. You might just go, what the hey, I'm gonna go for the 100 this time, even though I've been doing the 60 or the 80. Or you might say, I'm really tired, so I'm actually gonna drop it down and go for the 60 or the 80, but try and stick to whatever you've been doing for the rest of the session, okay? Relax at the shoulders. Bring the elbows up nice and high. And there we go. I gave myself, I think I went for the 80 still. 30 seconds still recovery. I can guarantee you I was tired though, I wasn't skimping, I promise. 22 seconds to go and we're on the last bit. This is the best bit because you get to sit down and you know you're pretty much at the end. You've got all the time in the world to get on with these last few reps, okay? 15 reps, this is the best bit. This is the bit you've been waiting for. Okay, and in 1 second, and go. Okay, make these perfect. You might be really, really puffed, so take a little bit more recovery if you need to. But stick with the reps you've been doing for the rest of the session. Take your time, no need to rush here. Lift your torso as much as you can, okay? Another option here is to go for something like a dead bug that you've probably seen us doing before, or bicycle crunches, if you're really struggling to get this one moving now. I know that being quite puffed does make this one pretty hard. And you can also add a pause at the top if you want to on your last one. I did that a very little bit. As you can see, I'm done now. You might still be going. You've got 20 seconds left at the minute, but don't worry if you don't quite make it in time for the minute, okay? Because I've got nothing left after this. Well done for getting through this workout though. Have a lovely afternoon.